So we take off now, right? And actually, before we take off, I say to one of the military guys, I go, "Hey, where's the ship?" He goes, "I can't tell you that, sir. That's confidential information." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Then I realized something. I'm an Indian guy on a U.S. military vehicle, and I don't know where the fuck I'm going. What if they change their mind? What if, like, you know what, he kind of fits the description of, maybe we should just haul him in for questioning, right? So we take off, and after we take off, this military guy comes over and goes, "The ship is located off the coast of Oman." I go, "Oh, okay, why are you telling me now?" "Because you have no one to tell." I'm like, "It's true, I don't have anyone to tell." So we take off, and we're in the air, and these two big military guys get up, and they go, "We're going to let you know when we're going to land." Now, when you and I hear somebody on a plane tell us, "We're going to let you know where we're going to land," you think in your head, all right, the guy's going to get up right before we land and go, "All right, guys, here we go." Because that's positive thinking. So we're approaching the ship now, right? Now, when you land at an airport, you know you're going to land because you feel the plane, the nose come up, and you feel the engine slow down, and and the pilot will make an announcement. "We just dropped down to 10,000 feet. We're approaching LaGuardia Airport right now." And you feel at ease, and then the plane, and then it slows, and then you're about to land. Well, on a military plane, when you're landing on an aircraft carrier, there's only so much landing room you have before you end up in the fucking ocean, right? Because when you land at an airport, you hit the ground, and you drive around until you slow down, and then you end up at the gate, and then you get off, and everybody's ha-ha-hee. Well, as you're approaching the aircraft carrier, instead of slowing down, the pilot speeds up. And instead of descending, he just drops. He just keeps dropping. Because he's trying to get level with the ship. So he doesn't have to hit the deck so hard, right? He's trying to land, just hit it and stop. But he's speeding up just in case, because on the top of the ship is a wire, and at the bottom of your plane is a hook. And that hook is supposed to catch the wire, and that stops you from becoming fish food. So we're approaching the ship now, and we are, because you can feel the plane speeding up, and you can feel the plane dropping. And every drop, you find out exactly how salty your balls are. Because every drop is boom, and the ha, and then boom, ha, right? So we're approaching the ship now, and we're up to literally 200 miles an hour, right? And as we're about to land, these two big military guys get up and go, "Now, now, now!" And you go, "Ah, ah, ah!" And you hit the deck of this ship, and you're doing 200 miles an hour. And as soon as you hit the deck, the plane stops. You go, bam! And you stop. And your asshole. Did you know that it could come out of your body about 6 inches? Your asshole literally goes, whoa, and whoa. It literally touches cloth and goes back up. And you're afraid to move for 5 minutes. Because you're trying to determine, is my ass just sweaty? Or did I just shit myself? Is there a Hershey's Kiss in my underwear right now? I had a waterbed for 15 years. From the age of 15 to 30. I had a waterbed. Young kid, how old are you, buddy? How old? 19. Well, which is it? Are you aging while we're talking? You just turned 19. Do you know about waterbeds? No, I could see the blank look on your face. Let me explain a waterbed to you, all right? Vince already knows. A waterbed, it's just a giant bladder. It's a giant bladder that you fill up with water, and it has a big, strong wooden frame around it. You need the frame, because if you don't have the frame, the bed's just going to roll all over the house, right? So it's like one of those squishy toys, the ones you hold. So you need the frame, and the frame has to be strong, right? So it came with these nice, strong frames, and they came in like the same size beds as normal beds, but they were like slightly bigger, you know? Like I had a single, but it was a super single. It was like a single bed, but super. And I had these, it has padding. You may not know this. It had padding that goes right around the bed. I had this gray velvet padding that bumpers around the bed. You need that because it's a solid wooden frame underneath, and you know you don't want to turn in the middle of the night and catch a side wave and then bang your head, because then they'll make you start sleeping with a helmet, you know, because that's the world we live in, you know. So I had the gray velvet padding, so if you just hit it lightly and then you'd know where you were. And then there was 3 grades of mattress you can get. There was, the best one was motionless. The motionless mattress was the expensive one. That's the one that had a giant sponge running through it. So that way the water wouldn't slosh around. And then they had the semi-motion, which had half a sponge running through it. And then there was the cheapest one, which I had, which was the full motion. And I don't know why you would give a 15-year-old a full motion waterbed. I'm 15. I'm at the height of discovering myself. Every time I would jerk off, it would sound like a tsunami in my bedroom. Just. I'd literally have to wait to catch the wave. And it was loud, like my parents knew every time I was jerking off. He's at it again. He's at it again. And then my dad would be, Russell, what are you doing? And I'd have to cover it. I'm just playing Marineland, Dad. How you doing, sir? You good? What's your name? Marek. Is that your name, or are you just making a weird noise? Marek. Marek? Where are you from? Poland. Oh, you guys are next. I'm not the one setting up the trajectory. And you live here now? No. You came here for this? What the f***? You could have stayed home and gotten insulted. I don't know why you came here for this shit. How old are you, Marek? 48. Okay, yeah. We're about the same. I'm 52. Same really at this point. After a certain time, you're just like, it's the same. You have kids? How many? One daughter. Nice. How old? 17. Good. I have 4 kids now. I don't know how that happened. Well, I know how it happened, obviously, but I mean, well, I only had the pleasure of making 2 of my kids. My wife has 2 kids, and I have 2 kids, and we put them together, and that's how that works. And my kids, are your kids full Polish? That's good. You don't have any problems then. See, now, like Natasha, she's half German, half Ghanaian. And you tell me if I'm wrong, but like my kids are mixed too, right? Like my kids are half Hispanic and half Indian. And when you're mixed, I notice this with my own kids, when you're mixed, you can't possibly be both cultures at the same time. And it doesn't mean you don't love both cultures. It means one is easier for you to be than the other. So you'll lean towards that one, which I guess you lean towards the Ghanaian side. No, the German side. You don't lean to either side? What do you do? I'm neither. No, you will. Like, one will be easier for you to be. It depends on where you live. What the f***? When you were in Ghana, it was easier for you to be German. And when you're in Germany, it's easier for you to be Ghanaian, because they go, you don't look German. That's what happens when you're mixed. My daughter. Now here's the thing. I grew up with Jamaicans, so I have 2 baby mamas because Jamaicans always tell you to brethren, breed off that girl, breed off everything. So they want you to have kids with everybody. And I took their bad advice on 2 times. And so I got 2 baby mamas. My daughter has a different mother than my son. My daughter's mother's Ecuadorian, and me and my daughter's 12 now, right? And I'm noticing my daughter is leaning towards the Indian side. And that's not a victory because we don't need more. We're good. You know what I mean? We're not shy on Indians anymore. We finally passed China. We're number one now. You know what I mean? I almost feel like it was India that started the pandemic, so everybody would stop. Everybody's numbers would dwindle, and okay, now's our chance. Go, go, go. And then, bam, 1.4 billion. Look at that. I never had any of those pressures growing up. I never had to worry about going to college or getting a career. It was never like an issue in my house. There was no pressure like that. Your parents would be like, just get good grades in school and go to college. Dad, my parents were like, oh Lord. I never had to worry about going to college for two reasons. Number one, we couldn't afford to send me to college. And number two, I wasn't smart enough to go to college. Even my dad was like, whew, dodged that bullet, huh? I remember being 16 and my dad comes to me and goes, son, you're going to graduate one day. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. And when you do, you're going to need to get a job. I go, of course I'm going to get a job. I'm not a freeloader. I go, do you have any ideas though? He goes, well, airport is hiring. Here's how dumb I was. My dad said the airport's hiring, and I go, oh my God, my dad wants me to be a pilot. Because I thought if you worked at the airport, you were allowed to fly the planes. That's how I looked at it. If you work at a car rental place, you can drive the cars. Why can't I fly the planes? The guy's going to show up at the airport and they're like, Russell, these people are late. Get them to Denver. I go, Dad, you want me to be a pilot? He goes, oh my God, no, son. No. You are far too stupid for that job, son. People's lives are at stake. No. Focus, son. You must focus. I go, what am I going to do at the airport? He goes, baggage handler. I go, what the hell's a baggage handler? What's a baggage handler? Son, these people are an integral part of millions of people's travel plans throughout the year. I was like, holy shit, what does their job entail? And I goes, basically, baggage handler's job is you take the baggage and you put it on the plane. What do I do? You take the baggage and you put it on the plane. I put it on the plane. You put it on the plane. I put it. You put it. Like putt. Like putt. Like, don't be stupid, okay? That's putting. Focus, son. Focus. I said, Dad, I want to be a break dancer. Son, you can dance on your break. 15 minutes at a time. When I'm sleeping with my girlfriend, and say like it happens periodically. So like 3:30 in the morning, I'll just get awakened by my bladder. My body will I'll wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta pee. But then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to disturb her by getting out of bed, so I'm not gonna do it. And then I start thinking if I get out of bed and go pee, then I'm gonna wake up and I won't be able to get back to sleep. So I'm like, I'm gonna risk a bladder infection. And I'm going to sleep through this. And then I fall back asleep, and then about 20 minutes into my sleep, I start dreaming about peeing. That's your body going, hey, didn't I just try and tell you something a minute ago? And when you start dreaming about it, that's when you wake up and go, okay, it's real. I got to do this now. And that's where I decide I have to go to the bathroom. And let me tell you something. I become the most stealth-like ninja you've ever seen in your life. When it comes to sneaking out of that bed, I start edging towards my side of the bed, right? But while I'm doing this, I'm piling up the blankets behind her, so it feels like I'm still there, right? And then when I get to the edge of the bed, I literally pour myself out, like. And then when I get up, you have to make this announcement before you go to the bathroom. If you leave your woman in bed alone, you just have to, it's more of an insurance policy. You just have to go, I just gotta go pee. And she doesn't have to hear it, she doesn't have to react to it, but you have to put it out there. She'll hear it somehow, like she could be dreaming about playing tennis. Just gotta pee. And then when I head to the bathroom, I know where all the squeaks are on the floor, so I avoid those. It's like watching Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, where he's getting through the lasers. And then when I eventually make it to the bathroom door, you have to grip the handle very tightly, all right? Pay attention, fellas. You grab the handle to the bathroom very aggressively, because if you half-ass grab the handle, it's going to slip out of your hand and go, flaboing, bang, bang, and then what happened? Right, so you have to grip it very firmly, and then you open it slowly. I open it so slowly that you could hear the spring inside recoiling. Bang, 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 and you're like, shut up, door. And then when you unlock it, you have to open it swiftly. You can't do it slow in case the door squeaks. Right, so you have to do it fast. So it's. And then you reach around inside and you grab the handle and you close the door, and then ding, 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 ding. Now you can head to the toilet. Now this is where you got to pay attention, guys. When you get to the toilet and you start peeing, you have to pee to the inside of the bowl. You do not want to hit water. You just want to hit the inside of the bowl. It'll fall into the water. Because there's no sense you go through all this tiptoeing and ding, 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 and then she's sleeping and all of a sudden she just hears. So you have to pee to the inside of the bowl, right? And then when I'm done, I take the seat and the lid and I close it, and then I flush. See, because I'm trying to mute the noise as much as possible. And then I stand there until the tank refills. And then I head back to the bed. I don't wash my hands. All right, listen, I took a shower right before I went to bed. And it's my dick. It wasn't dragging through mud all day. It was asleep. It was nothing. And just so you know, ladies, in the middle of the night when a guy does go to the bathroom, 9 times out of 10, we don't even use our hands. We pee like Superman. So then when I head back to the bedroom, right, I tiptoe when I get there and everything. And when you get to the bed, I put my shoulder on it first, right? And then I put one leg up, right? So there's an even distribution of weight, right? And then I just do this little jujitsu kind of roll, right? Roll over, and then I roll and my arm ends up, bam, right around her. And she has no clue that I left to go to the bathroom. And we do it this way, ladies, because we care about your sleep. Do you remember how old you were when you started jerking off? Victor with a K? Bob, do you remember how old you were? 12. I was 12 as well. Yeah. 12. I think that's about the average age. You know how I know that I was 12? I know specifically that I was 12. It was 1982. And there's the only reason I just figured this out maybe a couple of weeks ago. I had my iPod on shuffle, and when I was a kid, I used to be the biggest Kiss fan. I loved Kiss when I was a kid. And then the Creatures of the Night album came on, and then it was like, oh, shit, I remember this. I remember what I was jerking off. There was a soundtrack to my masturbation from when I was 12. I remember it was like, her love is a gun, her love is a blade, she's a killer. 3 Kiss fans know what I'm talking about, but you grew up, you had access to porn from the time you started jerking off, Victor with a K. Jerking off with an off. Do you know how archaic, like, our ways of getting off were? Like, Bob, tell him. We had 3 mediums for getting off. Here was number one. Back in the day, we used to use our memory. Our own memory. Isn't that crazy? Our own thoughts would get us off. I'd get home from school. I remember, like, oh my God, remember when Miss Malone bent over and I saw down her top? Oh! That was 1. Memory was number 1, right, Bob? Number 2, you know what number 2 was, Bob? Sears catalog. Remember that? That was the best. The old Sears catalog. Because in the 80s, there was no airbrushing. So you'd go to the underwear department, you'd see a bra, you'd see nipples. I was like, oh. And then you'd look at the panty department, just because it was the 80s. It looked like Sonny trying to wear a surgical mask. You know what I mean? Just. And the third way, because every dad back in the day, not your dad, but your grandfather, your dad's dad had porn in the house. He did. They just did. Every dad had. Remember, my dad had a stash of porno magazines in the closet. He had them tied up in a United Way bag. I remember exactly what bag it was. It was. And I think it's ironic that it was United Way because the symbol for United Way was an open hand. But should have just been, but. Do you realize, Victor with a K, we would jerk off to still pictures of naked women? Still, they wouldn't move. If we wanted their boobs to jiggle, I'd have to shake the magazine. Oh, look at her go. Oh, yeah. What a beast. I really wish the 3 of you were sitting together, the red, green, and the yellow, because then you'd look like a stoplight. But it's a very green shirt, brother. What are you doing? What, were they sold out of real colors, or were they? Yes, I would like something in green. Green. I love kulfi. I just want. What's your name? Abhishek. And who'd you come with tonight, Abhishek? On your own. Who were those guys leaning on you? It's India. Anybody just leans on you. Hello? So you guys really don't know those 2 guys on either side of you? Oh, well, have you met? What's your name? What? Biatch? That is a horribly unfortunate name to have. Listen here, Biatch. Biatch, that's Abhishek. Abhishek, that's Biatch. Beside you, that's... And you 2 are a couple? What do you mean, no? Who vehemently denies a woman like that? Nope. Never met her. You're just friends? You're colleagues? You work together? Huh? With an accent. Yes, I heard it. You said it, I repeated it, and then ta-da. Or as that guy would say, ta-ta. You know, and by ta-ta, he means one only. This one. I gotta be honest, that is my favorite Indian language, Punjabi. Oh my God, it's just so it's so precise.
Like, the insults aren't random. They're fucking directed in the most specific way. Dirty bear in the land. What the f*** am I doing? My sister does not have a penis. It's good to be back. I gotta be honest, you seem way better than the other deli audiences I've had in the past, so I'm very happy about that. I know there was a comedy show yesterday, and today's this one, so I guess that I was making a political joke there without saying it. That's how I get down. Are you good? Good. Is that your lady with you? Your friends? What does that mean? That you're not f***ing yet. Would you like to be f***ing her? Not at this particular moment, but I mean in the future. Do you want things to go that way, is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not offering it, I'm asking. It's not like I have the power all right, sweetheart, yeah, go ahead. I just want to know what your intentions are, so, you don't do the Indian thing where you just, she's like my sister, and then you block everybody from here to Kansas City, What's your name? Sanjeev. Hello, Sanjeev. And your name, sweetheart? Caitlin? All right. Well, we got to be careful with that name nowadays, but, How do you guys know each other? Where'd you meet? At a bar. Oh, yeah. You say it so proud. At a bar. Like I'm going to be like, oh my God, people really meet chicks at bars? He was so proud. At a bar. So happy about it.
I like Ireland. Here's the thing, in America, everybody claims to be Irish. Every white person in America says they're Irish. I was in Boston. If you ever go to Boston, it'll freak you out. Everybody in Boston thinks they're Irish. I'm there, I'm like, what are you, man? He goes, fucking Irish. I go, oh, cool, what part? Boston. I forgot about that bridge they built, yeah. Your parents from Ireland? Nah, Boston. Grandparents, Boston. Great-grandparents, Boston. When the fuck were you Irish? They always claim to be Irish, but they're not Irish. And I've been to Ireland about 13 times. If you haven't gone, I don't know why you haven't gone. It's right fucking there. You can jump on EasyJet for like 10 pounds and fly to Ireland. Brown people, you need to go to Ireland because we're exotic over there. The Irish hate it when Americans go back there and tell them they're Irish. That's my favorite thing to watch. How you doing? I'm Irish. You're not fucking Irish. You're a fucking cunt. That's what I love about this part of the world. You can say the word cunt and nobody gets upset. It's true that you guys say it like it's, hello you fucking cunt, how are you? Oh, you cunt, I haven't seen you in a long time. What are you up to, you fucking twat? You can't say cunt in America. Everybody gets really freaked out by the word. I don't know, you guys say it so casual. I like the way the Irish say it the best, In America, they get upset. I can understand when they get upset with the word cunt in America because of our accent over there. We pronounce it with a hard k and a unt. Cunt. It sounds mean and aggressive, It doesn't sound like the soft, delicious thing that it is, Cunt. Sounds like a really big rock being thrown into the middle of a lake, doesn't it? Cunt? Like that same cunt. But when the Irish say it, it sounds nice. Look at you, you're a fucking cunt. Doesn't cunt sound nice? Don't you want to be a cunt? I want to be a cunt. Who's the little cunty cunty? Who's the little cunty cunty?
What are you doing? I'm taking my wee cunt for a walk. Can I pet your cunt? Don't touch my cunt, he has teeth, he bites. I love the Irish. They swear more than any human beings on the planet. I remember I did shows in Belfast, Northern Ireland one time. I got off stage. This dude walks up and goes, "Hey, you're fucking brilliant tonight. You were a great fucking crack. You're a fucking crack on. Fuck you, you ugly fucking cunt. You're a fucking shite. Fuck off. Fuckity fuck. Fucker fucky. Oh, Mally. Oh, Sullivan. Drinks and Baileys. Fuck fuck. Fuckity fucker. Fucky fucky make a fuckery. Hey, fuck yay." I was like, well, thank you, Father. I'll see you on Sunday. They'll never say I don't know, but they won't hesitate to lie to you. And you know when they're going to lie to you too. Here's the big tip off so that you know if an Arab guy's lying to you. He'll answer your question with, okay. If you hear okay, just know whatever's happening next is all bullshit after that, because this happened to me last year. I was in Dubai and I was in Bloomingdale's, the American department store owned by the Jews in the Middle East. So clearly there's problems. So I'm in Bloomingdale's and I'm looking to leave the store. I'm trying to find an escalator. I see a security guy standing there. I walk up and I go, "Excuse me, is there an escalator here?" The guy goes, "Yes, of course." "Do you know where it is?" "Yes, of course." Could you tell me? "Yes." "Where the fuck is it?" He goes, "Okay." "Go straight, then left, then right." Go straight, then left, then right. So, thank you. So I go straight, I go left, and I go right into a fucking wall. Now there's another guy working in that corner of the store. I go, "Excuse me, is there an escalator here?" He goes, "Do you see one?" I go, "No, I don't see one. That's why I'm asking you. Do you think maybe they put a wall in front of it?" I go, "I don't know what I think. Some guy told me the escalator was here." He goes, "Maybe he lied." Who lies about an escalator? Apparently that guy. "Well, is there an escalator in your store?" "Of course. How else you go up and down?" "Do you know where it is?" "I work here." So did that guy. Can you tell me where it is? "Okay. You have to go back. Then go straight, then left, then right." I go, no. That's how I ended up here. Those are the same directions. "Well, that's what it is." "Are you sure?" "Why would I lie?" "Why would that guy lie?" "That's his problem." I go, "Okay, thank you." So I go back. When I walk past the security guy that gave me the directions, I'm hoping as a man, when I tell him, "Hey man, there's no escalator over there," I'm hoping this guy is man enough to at least continue the lie. Like when I go, "Hey man, there's no escalator," I'm hoping this guy goes, "What? They moved it? But it was just there 1 hour ago." Not this guy. I go, "Hey man, there's no escalator over there." The guy goes, that's why there's problems in the Middle East. Oh man, what's up, Punjabi guy? How you doing? I'm assuming you're Punjabi, otherwise you've got the wrong headgear on. For a Gujarati, you look ridiculous. What's your name, buddy? Sorry? Harveen? Harveen. Hello, Harveen. Gaddaji. You from Bombay? Where? Delhi? Chandigarh? Oh, fucking hood, buddy. The Pind. I think Punjabi should be like the national language for swearing, because it really is so... It is, am I right? Like it's the only language that you can get very detailed with your swearing. The rest of the Indian cuss words are nice, you know, mother child, ooh, you called me motherfucker, ooh. Punjabis are like, never mind your mother. It goes straight to your sister with them. You don't even need to have a sister and they'll still fucking cuss your sister up. And that's not just your basic banchod, you know, that's fine. That's the rest of India, banchod, right? Punjabis are like, oh, we see your banchod and raise you. Bandalora. What? For my white people, let me explain. So banchod is sister. That's a pretty generic all India swear word. The Punjabis will change it to bandalora, which is your sister's. So your sister has a penis. That's basically what they're telling you. Basically, your sister's more of a man than you are, is what they're trying to tell you. But then they take it a step further. They were like, like that. Okay, now that's your sister's one testicle. One ball. Your sister, who a second ago had a penis, now doesn't even have a full set of balls. She's just got one nut. It's so amazing. Look at you, you're like, I've said all of these things in my time. What do? Harveen? What's your job? You don't have a job? And you got front row seating? What the What kind of unemployment are you on, buddy? You see him when you get out of here, he walks up to your car, uncle, change, uncle. Mera pen da tata. Fucking unemployed guy with the best seat in the house. Who'd you come with tonight? By yourself? Yeah. Who bought you the ticket? One of my friends. So did you meet the guy beside you? Did you talk to him at all? What's your name, buddy? What? Darshan? Darshan, did you meet Harveen? That's him right there. You looked around like, where is he? Where? The fucking guy was just talking to a second ago. Right there. Harveen, that's Darshan. He's blind, apparently. Just, where is this bastard? I don't... Do you work, Darshan? What do? You own a t-shirt shop. Do you think you could get him a job? I don't think he needs one, to be honest with you. He's doing okay without one. He's got a fucking Hermes belt on. It's probably fake, but whatever. It's still... I think the H just stands for Harveen is what it stands for. You own a t-shirt shop. Nice. How much are t-shirts? 600. That's expensive, right? I think mine are 600 here, aren't they?
Any Italian people in the house tonight? Italians? Are you real Italian or are you like a New York Italian? In New York, that's not fucking real Italian, you know. You what? Your parents are from Italy, so do you speak Italian? Oh, well then you're a real Italian. As long as you speak Italian, to me, you're a real Italian. Because you meet a lot of people in New York that are Italian, but don't speak a fucking word of Italian. But they act more Italian than the actual Italians do. I was standing in Manhattan. I was standing right in Times Square the other day, and this Italian dude walked past me. He had what I thought was like an Indian girl, looked like an Indian girl, and they walked past me. I was just standing there chilling, in Times Square you can just stand there and look at shit. So they walked past, and I didn't check out his girl. All I did was this. They walked past. I was like, it's an Indian thing. The minute Indian people see another Indian person, we're like, oh. I thought I was the only one. That's the bubble we live in. But I didn't gawk. They walked by and I just did this. And I just continued looking at whatever, nothing. I was just looking at Times Square. You're just fucking looking at shit. And I don't know how this dude saw me, but all of a sudden behind me I hear, "Hey!" And it's Times Square, so you don't pay attention to every A that you hear. So I'm just, "Hey! Hey, dick face!" I was like, "Dick face? I want to see who this dick face is." I'm like, "That's very close to my fuck face. What is a... I mean, if this is a fuck face, what's a dick face? I don't know what a dick face is. I don't know what a dick face is. So I want to see, where is this dick face?" He goes, "Hey, dick face!" And I go, and he goes, "Yeah, you." I'm like, "I'm dick face? Where the fuck do you get the balls to look at my girl?" Because this is what they do, is when they get angry, they'll ask you a question, and it's a really fucked up question. And it's a rhetorical question, to be honest with you. But they ask you like you're supposed to answer. They wait for you to answer. Where the fuck, let me ask you a question. Where the fuck do you get the balls to look at my girl? Where? And I'm like, what? Where? Show me. Why don't you fucking show me? Take me to the fucking store where you got the balls to look at my girl. Where the fuck did you get the fucking balls? Where? And I panicked, right? I'm like, Costco. Got a jar.
Hey, you guys are late. Oh, that's fucked up. You came late and then you had to move these girls over. Nice. Well, aren't we just a jerk, huh? Isn't it too hot to be wearing a long sleeve shirt out right now? It looks really sexy, is that what you said? Wow, the fact that you have to compliment yourself and your girl looked at you sideways. You look like a gay lumberjack. You look You look like you chop down trees with a magic wand. Anyway, good to see you. Glad you're here. What's your name, buddy? What? Solly? Are you apologizing and making fun of the Asians? Because they're not going to like this very much. What's your background? Well, what do you mean, what do I mean? Afghan. Oh, yeah. What do you mean? Afghanistan. A guy from Afghanistan didn't understand the question. What's your background? He literally in his head was like, does he mean Al Qaeda or Taliban? What? When you say background, and is that your girlfriend with you, or hostage? Which are you, sweetheart? Let us know. Come with me, I'll save you. Well, sorry? Hostage in the bedroom. All right. Because his dick's the bomb. I get it. Yeah, see it? Either that or he tries to live in her cave. One or the other. Are you white, sweetheart? Yeah. She said it apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. You think you're gonna marry her, or? Do you think at the wedding, instead of throwing rice, they're just gonna throw rocks? You think? I don't know. I found that hilarious to me. I thought it was. Well, good to see you guys, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, welcome. Buddy, you good? What's your name? What? Natal? Al. Oh, just Al. What was the you said before it? Natal. What's the full name? Al Harat? Al Hara? Al Hara. Your name. Your name is of. And this is my brother Al Khanis. He's. And where's your family from? Iraq. Oh, okay. Him too, but before you guys, Ray set it up. Ray's family set the whole region up for you. And then here you come in with your, I'm. And who's that with you? Your friend. Hey, friend, how are you? You seem very nervous and shifty-eyed. I got to be honest with you. There's something's gone amiss with this guy. You're a flight risk. And what's your name? Yeah, the real name. I don't want your stripper name. I am Mercedes. And for just 20 bucks, I will twerk on you. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it? Just had a 50-year-old man twerking in front of you. What's your name? Ziad. Why is that? That's not even difficult. What? It's difficult for who? Chris? Chris, can you say Ziad? Go for it. Hey, not difficult at all. And he's like proper white. He's not like the Russian white where they've had Ziads. I'm Ziadamov. You know, like they do that to it, but so Al-Khara and Ziad. It's great. And you're Iraqi too, Ziad? Nice. Oh, Chaldean. Oh, okay. Well, you gotta specify that, because a lot of Chaldeans don't like to say Iraqi. They just say Iraqi for white people who don't know anything about history. They go, I'm from Iraq. And you're like, oh, really? What part? Well, you're like, well, Babylon. All right, Ruben. These are all your buddies from work? Where do you work? You own a real estate company. That's nice. You're selling a lot of buying. You seem very proud of that. You're one of those guys, aren't you? Just gonna buy it. What are you gonna do with it? I don't know. Fucking I own it though. Monopoly is like real life for you, isn't it? I'm just gonna put a hotel on this place. Fucking I'm Indian, I'll put a motel. I don't give a shit. That's good. Is that what you wanted to do your whole life? You wanted to go into advertising? Let's be, okay, how old are you, Ruben? 35. Okay, that's the first problem. Okay, you see, this worked out for me because I couldn't have this demeanor and work in a regular job, because I would just be really insulting if you work. Welcome to Starbucks. That shirt looks up. I was never going to be a professional. It wasn't in my family. There's nobody in my family that had, professional dreams. What was your dream when you were 15, 14 years old, Ruben? No, first of all, be honest, because no 14-year-old knows about advertising. No 14-year-old's going, I'm going to be in advertising. Just, you have real goofy dreams at 14. Let me help you. You know what my dream was at 14, 15? To be a dancer. Wait, let me explain. Not a stripper. I was a break dancer, and then I thought I could turn this into money for the rest of my life. And this is in the 80s. You got to figure it's 84, 85. And I was like, yo, I'm going to be a fucking dancer. And back then they didn't have any, like, you learned it from your friends or watching movies or TV. You saw it and then you were like, I'm going to do that. And then there was no school. Like, my friend has kids now and he's like, yeah, my son goes to hip hop classes. Like, what the fuck is a hip hop class? Oh, they teach him how to break dance. Why don't they call it break dancing? Because hip hop is not it's not something you do. It's a lifestyle. Break dancing is the dance. I don't really give a shit what they call it, as long as that out of the house. That's all that matters. Back in the day, there was no hip hop classes. There was no break dancing schools. It was jazz, tap, and ballet. I didn't know that. I walked in one of those dance schools. I was like, yo, I want to be a dancer. And all the guys in the class were like, so do we. I never danced again, Ruben. Never danced again. Haven't danced in 30 years, my friend. Now, you four suspicious-looking guys right there. What's your name, bro? What is it? Ear hum? Should probably get that checked. In America, they call it tinnitus. Ear hum? That's f***ing awesome. Even the Muslim girl went, so stupid. What are you guys? Where are you guys from? Africa? Downtown? Downtown Africa? What part of it? East Africa? Kenya? Tanzania? Okay. If you need a ride, just one person. And where's your family from, Irham? Tanzania. Do you know, you do know them? Ta-da! He's not your kid, is he? Do I look like I would name a kid Irham? And it's our daughter, Nose Ring. And who are the guys with you? They're all your homies? What's your brother? What's your name? What? Hussein? Zain. See? You got a good one. And then you, bro? Abbas? How do you get to work? What do you drive? What was the movie Speed about? I owe you money. You made me laugh. It's funny, I've heard that name before, but I've never thought about it until now. If you go fishing, what do you think you'll catch? I caught the bus! Poor ear hums in the back. And we might as well get to you, the fourth guy. What's your name? What? Ali. Yeah, you knew you had to be one of those. I mean, he's like, I'm just boring. I'm Ali. He's the Bob of Muslim names. Bob. A dad. My daughter's good. She's she's 2. She's really pretty. I say that like. Let me clear something up. If I had a fucked up looking kid, I would be the first to tell you. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, I got a little girl. Fingers crossed she grows out of it, you know? But I'm honest. Like, I hate when people tell you how cute their kid is, and then you see their kid and you're like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, you see my kid's like, oh, what did you Google a platypus before you showed me your kid? What is it? Not every kid's cute. I mean, they're sweet, but you can look at a kid and be like, ugh. I saw a cute baby in the mall the other day, but just a giant head on this kid. Just, like, I could tell, like, it couldn't even hold that shit up, Just a big head on that baby. I hope he grows into that thing, but she is very, very pretty girl, my daughter. She is, like, people see her and they go, wow, she's so pretty. I go, and to be honest with you, my daughter's very pretty because she looks like my ex-wife. My ex-wife is a very good-looking woman on the outside, and, she's, my ex-wife's like a Ferrari with no engine, you know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, is that a Ferrari? Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just fucking sits there and costs me money. That's all it does. Are there any pregnant women here tonight? Okay. Sorry that you're in the stairs and had to climb all that shit. Ugh. Pregnant women have it rough. You have no idea until you get pregnant how rough pregnant women have. Like, I mean, there's the obvious things that women go through when they're pregnant. They're uncomfortable. Their hormones are crazy. They got cravings. They got a human inside of them. Their moods are all over the place. That's enough to deal with on your own. But then when you have to deal with other people too, that only adds insult to injury. And especially in America, it's even worse because Americans don't give a shit. They'll just say whatever they want to. At least in Australia, like, I don't know what's happening to her, mate. Walking a bit like a kangaroo over there. Yeah, mate, all right. What'd you say? Nothing, love. How can I? Yeah. No worries. I'm a healthy child. Yeah, all right, yeah. Let me give you a carrot. They got to deal with other people. When my ex-wife was pregnant, we were in the mall one time. This girl walks up to my ex-wife. She goes, oh my God, you're pregnant? She pointed at her stomach like we didn't know where she was pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you're pregnant? That's a miracle. You have a miracle growing inside of you. I hate when people say shit is a miracle. It's not a miracle when a woman gets pregnant. It's a blessing. It's not a miracle. Especially when my ex-wife got pregnant. She's Latina. I'm Indian. How hard do you think it was to get pregnant? You know what I mean? You got the two most fertile humans on the planet. We never even had sex. I just sent her a text one day. I'm coming home. I just saw coming. I hate when people say shit is a miracle. That's a miracle. It's not a miracle, It'd be a miracle if I was in the wrong hole, then it's a miracle, you know what I mean? Oh my God, you're pregnant? That's a miracle. It is a miracle. I was in her ass. This is the most determined child you've ever seen. Do you know how much shit this kid's been through? I was at my parents' house about a month ago, and I was watching TV with my dad, right? We were sitting in the living room watching TV, and they had like the Gay Pride Parade was on that weekend. And whatever makes you happy. And they were showing, they had like a live feed, not like a live feed, but like they were showing the parade, right? They were showing it on TV, right? So, would you grow up? All right, so we're watching it, right? We're watching the parade, right? And then all of a sudden, these three gay Indian guys came on the screen, right? I don't mean came on the screen, but I mean they appeared, right? So I'm watching it, right? And these three gay Indian guys are like, hey, we are Indian and we're gay. We represent the gay South Asian community. And my dad looks at me and he goes, that is disgusting. Do you know them? I was like, why the hell would I know them? Because they are of the gay, and you are in the entertainment business. Then my dad started to get really irritated with them, because they just kept showing them on the screen. It didn't really bother me, because it's just, it's gay pride, and they're just being proud and gay, right? So So my dad started to get really irritated with it, going, this is wrong. We should not have gay Indians. Indian men should not be gay. I go, Dad, we got a population crisis over there. We could use a couple of homos in India right now. You know what I'm saying?